Hey everybody, Robert Crow here with Remax Alliance Realtor in Northern Colorado. Today is Monday, August the 22nd, 2022. I've had quite a few friends and clients reach out and ask me to do a market update, comparing today's market to the fever hot, scorching hot months in April and May. So certainly we've seen the market slow down from April and May, which are typically in Northern Colorado our hottest real estate market months of the year. So what does that mean? So right now we are not seeing homes getting to bidding wars. We are not seeing buyers have to waive their inspection rights. We are not seeing buyers have to waive appraisals. Buyers have the opportunity to shop around a little bit, maybe not have to make an offer the first time they walk into a house. So that's nice for the buyers. Also for buyers, like I mentioned, back in April and May, if you wanted a house, you had to fully expect it would have 5, 6, 7 offers on it the first weekend. And the winning buyer would not only have to waive their inspection rights, they were still doing inspections, but just promising not to ask for any repairs. They were also waiving any of the appraisal gaps. And when we were seeing buyers in April and May bid 20, 25, 50, I even saw some homes sell for 125, 150,000 over asking. To not have to do that in today's August market is pretty phenomenal. So the challenge right now, of course, is that interest rates went up. Back in April and May, we were still seeing 3% interest rates. Those interest rates were incredible. If you were able to buy a house with that interest rate, refinance a home with that interest rate, keep it. It's highly unlikely we're going to see that anytime soon in the future. Think about it a bit like buying Microsoft or Apple or Tesla stock when it first came out. Congratulations, you did very well. So here we are now in August, and interest rates are floating around 5.25%. How can you use that to your advantage? So let's take a house priced at $600,000. 20% down, your monthly PITI payment would be $3,157 a month. Now let's imagine that drops to 4%. The interest rate drops to 4%. That payment now goes to $2,787 a month, a difference of $370 a month. And then let's just pretend for a moment that the glory days come back and we go down to 3% again. You're at $2,514 a month, a difference of $643. Now, I would hope at some point we're going to get closer to 4% again. So let's work with that number for a moment. The difference again in monthly payment would be $370 a month compared to today's approximate rates. $370 a month times 12 is going to give us $4,400. So that's how much more that you would pay for that house compared to earlier this summer. But here's the thing. You're not having to bid a house up $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You're not having to waive your appraisal, where if the house didn't appraise at your promised purchase price, you are having to bring that money to the table out of your savings, out of your bank account. You don't have to do that now. With regards to inspections, and I'm seeing quite a few inspection objections coming in, asking for an average of around $2,000 to $3,000 in repairs. You can go ahead and get those. So there are certainly some huge advantages. Now, let's again run on that figure that you're paying $4,400 more a year than you would with a 3% interest rate. So previously, if you had to waive the difference between the appraised value and purchase price, and let's say that was $20,000, paying $4,400 more a year with today's interest rates, it would take 5 years before that would have been what I would consider maybe a negative or a poor decision. So if you have the opportunity between closing and 5 years from now to refinance from, let's say, 5.25%, today's approximate rate, down to something closer to 4%, you made a really good decision. Now, I can't guarantee, of course, that interest rates in 5 years will drop down to 4%, but I think there's a pretty good chance, right? So that's one way that you can really win as a buyer in this market. You don't have to waive your inspection rights. You're not getting in bidding wars. You're not having to waive the appraisal and bring cash above appraisal. And like I say, you have 5 years to refinance. But as I always say, if you can't afford to buy a house at today's interest rate, don't do it. It is not a good decision. But if you can afford to make that payment and then refinance when you feel the time is right, that is a great way of taking advantage of this slower August market. I'm Robert Crow, Realtor here in Northern Colorado with RE/MAX Alliance. Any questions, reach out to me using the information on screen. Have a smashing day.